You are welcome to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is a beautiful day in Accra, Ghana. Well, the rain fell last night and the weather is pretty awesome today. It's just around 27 degrees Celsius in the capital, and I'm super glad that the sun is gentle on us today. And thank you most especially for making time to join me in this episode. Be kind to subscribe, like, share, leave a comment if you haven't, and help the channel grow. In today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, I want to share with you how politics has taken over every facet of Ghana's economy and the consequences we are experiencing now and what's coming in the years ahead. Have you watched the Netflix special cartel series called Narco, N-A-R-C-O, starring Scoot McNairy and Michael Pena and Diego Luna? It's drug-related series, and you need to watch it, ladies and gentlemen, because it gives you the perspective of cartel operations, and it's especially helpful for you to understand my topic in today's episode. In that movie, ladies and gentlemen, 3 different groups were categorized for proper context: the civilians, the cartels, and the law enforcement, which is the government of Mexico. It's brutal and yet empirical as possible. Few years ago, when I watched the entire series, I thought it was only about Mexico or, countries in the Americas, and it's far from Africa. So I only watched it for entertainment purpose, only to now observe closely what's happening in my country, Ghana, and come to the understanding that, hey, just as the cartels are to Mexico and the mafias to Sicily in Italy, gangs to America and the elites in Asia, and you can also talk about the royalty in the Middle East, so is politics in Ghana. And without any hesitation, I can legally or likewise say same about politics to Africa. But I want to limit it to my country, Ghana, for now, and say emphatically that Ghana's equivalent of a cabal is politics. One difference, however, is there is only 2 structures as compared to what's shown in that series. The Narco series. It's politicians and civilians in Ghana. This is the divide. And like I always tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Ghana is a beautiful place to visit, to live, to raise up children. But at the same time, it's one of the most painful places to live, especially when you see how politics has divided our country and worsened the plight of the ordinary people, forcing most of our ambitious people to move into politics. This is the painful part. All the ambitious people are now forced to move into politics. They say that's how you become successful and relevant. And truly, in a matter of months, when a new political party moves into office, you find their top executives buying new homes and changing cars. And these are facts. Politics is indeed Ghana's society's most accepted version of a cartel. It has hijacked everything you can possibly think of, from entertainment to religion to business and culture. From Monday to Sunday, for those who live in Ghana and those who have experienced it on our TVs and radios, that's all you hear. Argument after argument, coupled with blame games, whilst the nation actually wastes away. The only time you'll find an alternative program or conversation on our medias before midday from Monday to Saturday is on Sunday. It's chaotic, ladies and gentlemen, and I want you to take a quick look at this video of close to 1,502 apartment units, with 1,389 of them completed in Ghana. This is a nicely built and well demarcated state-owned residential property awaiting electricity, drainage, and water supply to have people actually move into them. These structures were built by the previous government some 8 years ago. But because of the political vendetta nature of our politics and the posture of the new administration, the whole place is left unattended and unoccupied till now. State resources just wasting away, ladies and gentlemen. This was just by the way. But it's called Sagleme Housing Project for those who like to Google it and fact check me. As a Ghanaian, I'm super concerned about this situation, knowing that we have a housing deficit of 1.8 million homes. Did you know that almost every major lawyer or law firm in this country is affiliated to one political party or the other, ladies and gentlemen? And Ghanaians will confirm to you that almost all of our local chiefs, these are, the traditional leaders, have their political affiliations. Our religious leaders are not exempted, both Christians and Muslims and the other religions. Neither our school teachers. So at every point, ladies and gentlemen, every point where there is a gathering of people to hear a speaker speak in Ghana, there is a political undertone. Most senior police officers have their political biases. TV and radio hosts, including the media company owners, are politically aligned. Majority of our state-owned corporations heads are also politically aligned. In fact, the most influential people in Ghana either sympathizes with one political party or both for their own survival. The business community in Ghana is neck deep, ladies and gentlemen, in politics. Political affiliations has become the new portal to an accelerated lifestyle and a great future, a promising future. And ladies and gentlemen, politics has become the opium of our people. And people are proud of it. This is the sad part. Towns are named after political parties. Politicians are the heroes in Ghana, and politics is the first point of attraction when you enter into our major public universities as either a student or a lecturer. Everything is politicized. If your roads will be constructed, it has to make sense to the politician. If water will be supplied to an area, there has to be a political will, or else there is an exorbitant price to pay for it. It's not about the local government initiative anymore. This is my pain. It's more of how it can make political sense or political parties look good in the eyes of the people in a specific location. As a result, the government can withhold all forms of developmental projects and appear at the 11th hour to elections to begin the needed projects and subtly strong-arm the people to vote for them to guarantee a continuation of the said project. Welcome to Ghana, ladies and gentlemen, the country that gave Africa Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and to the world Kofi Annan, the country that's so loved by the West. We are so loved by Europe and America. Everybody knows this on the continent because it's so easy for them to have their way by means of having our leaders, the leadership of this country, in their back pocket. That is why they love us. They love us because they can manipulate our economy through our leaders, and it's so easy to them. So simple. The Parliament of Ghana is gradually turning into an association of cronies where one political party's people scratches the back of the other political party's people, irrespective of the damage it can leave on the citizens. These are facts, ladies and gentlemen. They are quick to enact laws that protects their interest, but slow to those that has the interest of the citizens in mind. Is this how the West made it with their democracy? That's a question I would like to ask the white people. Will this trend create a livable society in the years ahead? And what will be the maturation state of Ghana's politics, looking at the path our politics has chosen? I can talk about South Africa and cry over Nigeria as long as I want. But at the end of the day, I have this situation as a Ghanaian awaiting me in my own home country to deal with. Politicians have caused massive financial losses to our state. They've abused our laws and ignored the people for so many years. People's monies are locked up in government bonds as I speak to you now. And there is no sign of when these monies will be released. This is the plight of a lot of old people. The former finance minister is still walking a free man and living his life. Meanwhile, when the guy on the street steals a penny, he's jailed for years. Is this right, ladies and gentlemen? Is this justice? Is this what governance is all about? And is this part of a democracy? Is this a part of a democracy that we have copied from the West? Something is totally different. Something is definitely wrong. But all the same, Ghana is going to the polls in December. A new president will be elected because this is the path we have chosen. We have chosen democracy, and I support it. And so far, we have 4 political parties making waves, with 2 of them being the major ones. Will there be a change this time, or will the people do what they have repeated every 8 years? Every 8 years. We shall soon find out. But in spite of all these, I'll still encourage you to visit Ghana whenever you can, and don't miss out on the paragliding on the mountains and the slave dungeon at the coast. It's a place you can always call home, no matter who you are or where you have come from. Trust me, that's true. Finally, be generous to subscribe if you haven't, and be kind to hit the like button because it helps the YouTube algorithm to push the channel to as many people as possible. And leave a comment if it relates to the situation wherever you are, any part of Africa. God bless you for your time. I'll come your way with another one very soon. Until then, it's bye-bye for now.